What is the value of a coffee shop? Anybody can make coffee at home. Anyone can sip caffeine from convenience store. But the coffee shop, the place to gather, the place to converse, what's it worth? A dollar sign may precede the answer, but these developers know there's more to it than that. Because coffee shops aren't really about coffee, are they? They're about fuel. Fueling bodies, fueling community, and fueling progress. Especially in rural areas where coffee shops, like pollution, traffic, and crime, rarely exist. That's the premise of the Rural Economic Development Area Partnership, also known as REAP. REAP is the fuel that powers rural areas. Sure, a vehicle needs more than fuel to operate, as do rural areas, but without fuel, progress idles. Born in 1995, the Rural Economic Development Partnership was the brainchild of then U.S. Senator Byron Dorgan.
These are good places to raise families. These places have strong schools and no crime. And, they're wonderful parts of America, and yet they've been depopulated.
Since 1995, REAP has supported several projects, including lumber yards, restaurants, and affordable housing.
Yeah, well, the coffee shop is the gathering place for the community. And if you don't have those, the community doesn't have a place to have a dialogue. Now, that dialogue isn't always positive, but you can turn it to a positive dialogue. At least it's a place where people gather. And when you start to lose those in a community, you lose that ability to have that conversation.
Through REAP, a project can qualify for up to a $10,000 zero-interest loan. That number is small, but significant to single-family businesses like grocery stores and pizza places. But those small loans are just as significant to large operations. Located near St. John, the 75 Towers at the Border Winds project is set to open in October 2015. When the Rolla Job Development Authority applied for a $5,000 grant, it hoped its wind monitoring tower and feasibility study would provide jobs, revenue, and a greater tax base. Much like in economic development, the grant was a gamble, and the gamble required patience. But when it did pay out, it paid out big. 12 years later, the $5,000 REAP grant served as the catalyst for the $260 million 150-megawatt operation.
The taxation on all of this equipment coming in is going to be a big financial benefit to the county, which in turn the money then cranks down to the school.
Today, that wind farm adds jobs to the community, to landowners, and tax base to schools. In addition, the wind farm is also capable of producing enough electricity to serve 37,000 homes per year. The small communities prosper with the aid of programs like REAP. And that's important because small communities offer excellent education, safe streets, and opportunity for future generations. As the REAP program progresses, its board considers its future. Many of the challenges north-central North Dakota faced 2 decades ago have diminished, and with that, other challenges arise. But the 9-member REAP board remains committed to rural areas and fueling small communities.